Hey Trinity friends, I am Dr. Marcia Clarke, adjunct faculty in the graduate school. During this Christmas season, I thought I would just share a few thoughts from the Gospel according to Matthew. And I'm going to be reading just a few lines from Matthew chapter 1. Verse 16, just the latter part says, "And Mary was the mother of Jesus, who is called the Messiah." If we skip over to verse 21, it says, "She will give birth to a son, and you will call his name Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins." If you're familiar with Matthew, that first part of that first chapter shows us, as it were, Jesus's family album. There are some people we're quite happy to show, but there are others who, their backgrounds are a little bit sketch, right? You know how it is, the saying that says you can choose your friends but not your family. This may be ringing true right here. So we can think about Tamar, who used some quite creative methods to conceive her sons Perez and Zerah. And then we flow over to Rahab, who there are some commentators who think that this is a throwback to that woman who had a profession which took place in the late night hours, but yet she was one who helped the spies to escape from Jericho. Then there was Ruth, a Moabitess. And those of us who know the history know that the Moabites and Israel were not the greatest of friends, in fact, arch enemies. And then what about Uriah's wife? Not mentioned by name, but we know who she was. She was the mother of Solomon, and who later was to become the wife of the great King David. But David, killed Uriah. David was a murderer, as well as being an adulterer. But the gospel writer does not seek to cover up the sketchiness of his background. The inclusion of these people in the family album, the inclusion of people whose backgrounds are questionable, whose actions and behaviors we don't really like to speak of, it was important because right at the end is this divine announcement that out of this sketchy background is Jesus, the anointed one, the Messiah, the one who Matthew goes on to say will save people from their sins. And if Jesus can save people from sketchy backgrounds, if Jesus can include them in his family tree, if Jesus can engraft them into his family, I am so happy that the good news also extends to someone like me. And this is the good news of Christmas. God bless you.